Hey, so here we are again after a few days of not spending game development, and today I finally managed to find some time in order to spend some time and some of my attention and some of my energy over this game, the Galactic Greenhouse. And currently the game does not look anything like a Galactic Greenhouse or anything like a game or anything like anything, because it's just there is only just placeholders in here. And actually today I'm still planning to keep it in the same way, but to solely focus on these systems of the game, and then I wanted to continue on polishing the game or reskinning the game and etc. And first of all, I wanted to do this because I forgot what I did previously, because it's been several days. So it seems like I had left a bug for the future, for future reference in here. A bug for else if pot.getOverPlant trace transform is not null in player sensor while trying to drop a pot. Okay, this problem is after I faced with the problem, and in my day job when I'm thinking about this problem, I think I'm figure out the reason behind this issue. In my player sensor I have an update loop. Where are you? Actually, under the pods, yes. Inside the pods, I have an update over here, which just generates a raycast underneath the box, and to see if there is something else below the box, to see that if the box can be placed over there or not. And this is also related to physics systems, but if you want to, but keep in mind that if you want to just play with physics systems, and if you want to place a update loop for your physics systems, you should not use the update loop, because update loop, and because there is another loop called fixed update where the physics magic happen. That's why you should use this physics update, and the reason behind this problem probably related to that issue. So I grab it. As you can see, it looks like I do not have. Okay, I finally managed to get this error. But why? Why and where? Does this issue happened? It looks like I managed to do it for the 16 times. No hits here, no here, no here, no. Okay, let's just drop it over here. So, okay, I do not understand the reason behind it. Anyway, it looks like this fix is not working. And let me try again. I'll grab it, try to drop it. Something is wrong. There is no item to be grabbed. If any issue like this in the future will arise, it just disables the drag and drop button. Come on, let's just make this regenerate this problem for me. Please, 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 please. Okay, while going this direction, it happens when I get, let's place it over here. I think I find the problem. But when my player grabs the item, it automatically changes the location of that item in front of the player. However, however, it looks like this creates an issue about this dropping item, that the pot tries to get over plant raise zone transform is not null. This issue arises when I place the drop item. Oh, what if I stops? No hit, no hit, no hit, no hit, no hit. It hits a pot. This pot has a hit. And while it has a hit, while it has a hit, I tried to press this drop item. And item that can be grabbed it already has an item in the hand player, and the item is not null. And while doing this, the pot that get pot over plant raise on transform is not null, because if it's null, it should enter here. So okay. Okay, let's remove this error from there and put it over here. Let's guard close. Why debugging is so hard in Unity? Debug.log for is on transform null. And how about let's adding a breakpoint in here. Gets this error. Get pot over plant reason is not null. So what is that? Okay, this is my pot. Plant has been grown? No. Player sensor? No. Temperature 20. Temperature 10. So what's wrong with you? Get pot over plant zone. Let's just stop it. And add a debug.break. Debug.break will pause this game. Over plant zone. So this item looks like pot over plant raise zone. Pot over plant raise zone, which is pot over plant raise zone transform. It looks like this has a reference, however. So you are here. Am I calling this thing in the wrong way? Okay, let's stop debugging mode. This is not so null. If this is not null, maybe the issue is probably from here. So it is not null, and so the problem arises from here. Yes, the problem arises from here. Not null, and pot dot get components plant raise zone. Is already over it or not? If my pot.get place form is null. Let's return reason get plant reason that pots can be placed. Return get plant reason, and get is a pot already over it. Is pot can be placed over this plant's base zone. And let's change this to a boolean. Base zone equals to and plant base zone get pot already over it. Okay, this line is not relevant because if the path is because in order to run this line of code, the path should not be null. If then return false else. Okay. Get over plant reason transform is null. But it raises no error. So let's just get over plant reason transform is null. That is the path placed over this range zone. Okay, let's try this line again. Or planters or something is wrong. Okay, right now this gives me errors, but it does not kills or breaks the game. Let's also try this again. I grab it, drop it here. The other one is plant drop zone. Plant drop zone is... Okay, let's try this again from the beginning. I grab it, I drop the cube over here, I grab another cube, I try to drop it over here and nothing happens. I try to drop it over here and I can drop it. And when I drop it over the other zone and perfect. So another scenario, I grab the cube, I drop it over here, I grab the cube, I drop it over here, I grab the cube, I drop it over here. I grab the cube, I try to drop it over the floor and I have a problem. Let's try it again. I go there, grab the cube, drop it over here, it's working, grab, drop, tries to drop over this field and nothing happens. Because when I try to drop it over here, in my case, I plant reason to null. Neat. Wait, I try to drop it over the floor, but I cannot. Because it looks like as the pot can be placed over this plant's raised zone. Transform is null, then return false. No, it should return. No, it should not return true, but if it does not have any plant raised zone underneath, then return true as return false. Okay, tomorrow morning my head is not working really clearly. And I'm just writing more and more if and else's. I can drop it over here, but why? Why? Is null. Drop it, grab it, drop it on the floor. It's working nice. Grab it. Okay. So if I grab it from here, and no, not working. Grab it after I do no. I drop it over here, and when I try to put the other cube over there, Right now I have a problem. Grab it, drop it over here. Grab it again. Just drop it. Another chance. Just drop it. Another chance. Disable grab and drop buttons. This is player sensor. And where is the second usage for this? Spot. One of the pot is over plant zone, and where is the other pot? Okay, let's just go over here and see that if player sensor transform parents component in children as a pot, that means something is wrong. Yeah, right now it looks nice, nicer than before, and it looks like I do not have any null reference error anymore. I don't know why. Functionality is nicer than before. It's 20 degrees. Okay, how it can become 20 degrees? Let's grab the... If this happens, how about find the null mesh, get the player sensor, transform parent, get component, null mesh agent, not enabled path, document, no, dot reset path, get component in parent, like this. I play grab and drop button. How about resetting the path of this player? Mesh agents, reset path. Player here also, agent, reset path. Okay, this is better. And now I have a problem. My pods. How did I manage to do that? Okay. Why it says you cannot drop it. Grab it. Drop it over here. Grab it. And try to drop it. Acceleration, auto braking, auto repat. Load enable is stopped. Message and message upwards. Currently it looks nice for me. So let's just remove this time consuming bug. Resolve bug for dropping over plan zone after placing. Okay, whatever. Add drop zone functionality. It's already added. The only thing I did not add is, by the way, I want to comment out these bug logs because it floats my console log. It's 20 degrees, and when I drop it over here, working nice. 15 degree, okay, when I place it over here, and it's nice also. So drop some functionality is already added. Start working on fun sections. Okay, let's just add a fun over here. Create a 3D object, a cube, and name is as a fun. What should be the color? I have made them think them like blue, and let's make it blue 0 0 1. Put it over here. Okay, let's make the color of this font as blue font. This is nice, and let's add a canvas over its position 0 0 0 0 0 0. What's the rotation of this canvas? 90 degree, 90 degree. Why can't I set this as 10 degree or something like that? Or 70 degree. This is my fun canvas, and let's make, no, just keep the fun as simple as possible. Currently it looks nice. Maybe the size would be smaller. Okay, this is my fun. And what I want my fun to have is that I want this guy to have a box collider, or maybe Raycast or box collider is a fun area. Cube is fun area. Fun effect area. Set this to 3 or maybe 5. Or just fire a raycast. Just fire a raycast over this direction. Here's my raycast. It should hit something over here. Set this to object collection. Change the children also. Let's add some functionality for this one. Let's place both of them side by side and move the box colliders a little higher. Example like this. Drop it. This is not nice. Because this guy looks for a raycast underneath. Grab it, drop it, grab it, drop it, grab it, and right now it's working. So if I summarize today was not a really productive day, and it looks like I forgot some logic behind it, but I needed to have some notes in my to-do list, and let's just keep it over here. Start working on 5 sections. Once should throw raycasts to the ray zones underneath the ground, and this will be a suitable solution for this. And in addition to this, I had a thing in my mind for the chapter 2. For chapter 2 level design, fans should draw raycasts and increase the temperature of what they already had in their way. For the conduction of the cubes, there should be another cubes that can be placed in other direction. And that's all for today, and I hope that I will manage to record some video for tomorrow morning. Anyway, have a nice day and see you later. Bye.